Good morning, good morning, good morning. And welcome to another exciting episode of In My Element with Neil. And here she is, ladies and gentlemen. And I'm your co-host, Randall Turk Ray.
Hey y'all, I'll be right back.
Well, I hope everyone's holiday was good yesterday. We had a ball here in ATL. We had some family come over and a couple of friends. We didn't have a lot of people because we still trying to be safe. Morning, Ama, and so we ate good and watched all the football games. My sister complained the whole time because she don't care for football, but she grinned and bared it and watched the Bears win. So we were happy about that, and it was a really good day. Yep, had a real good time. And I'm pretty sure T had a real good time too, because that's why she ain't here yet. Yep. But she popped in for me. Hey, JB, what's happening, bruh? How was your holiday yesterday, man? We had a ball here. Oh, thank you. My sister's a retired teacher. So now our house is the classroom. So she makes all of this stuff by hand and then I put it up. Yeah. So I'll be taking those down as of December the 1st and putting up all of the Christmas stuff. Then you'll see all of the little Christmas trees and all of that stuff in the back. Yep. So it changes for every season. She has spring stuff, summer stuff, and then she comes with the Halloween stuff. After Halloween, then it's Thanksgiving. After Thanksgiving, it's Christmas. So she used to put them up herself, but she has what's the name of this mess that you get when you had a chicken pop? Shingles. So say nice and quiet. JB say his Thanksgiving was nice and quiet. I know it was compared to working in the hospital. Say just the way you like it. I know that's right. Yep. So ours was pretty quiet too. We made a little noise, for touchdowns, but other than that, it was pretty quiet around it too. Plus, everybody was falling asleep after we ate. That tryptophan and that turkey started kicking in. Everybody looked like we've been doing opiate drugs. Just nodding. Yeah, but it was great. It was great. I really enjoyed myself and the company. Yep. So today is Freestyle Friday. I wanted to see if I could get my cousin on. She's 10 years old, and she's an actress. She's played in a lot of plays, and she does a lot of theater, and she's working her way to Disney. Morning, Lee. You late. It's 6 after 9. Yep, but I know you probably was working out. Yep. And did you talk to Rodney? Do you think he's up this morning so we can see if we can get Angelia on? That would be nice. And this is Freestyle Friday, so we don't have no format. So whatever goes on, goes on. It was beautiful here today. I mean, yesterday too. It started off cold. It was in the 30s early morning, and it was frost. But by 10:30, 11 o'clock, I tell you, shoot, I put a ham on the grill yesterday. right after the show, because we ate dinner like about 3 o'clock. So I put a ham on like about 11. Oh, I guess about 10:30, 11 o'clock. And I smoked it for about 3 hours, and then I just glazed it and let the glaze caramelize on it, because I make my own glaze. We don't buy no glaze, everything from scratch up in here, because you don't know what they're putting in stuff, and not just for that reason, for the taste. So it turned out very well, because it disappeared. And when people come to visit, when you know how to cook, they bring Tupperware. They don't take a plate wrapped in no foil. They come prepared. So they had Tupperware and to go carrier trays and stuff. So I'm glad they did, because we ain't had no room in the refrigerator to put all that stuff anyway. So it's only 3 people in this house that eat meat, and other 3 people don't eat no meat. Well, my nephew, he's a pescatarian. He eats fish. So I guess I'm gonna jump back on that with him. So we'll be back on the seafood, because I had kind of drifted back into eating meat during the week, because it's hard for me to give it up, especially when folks is frying chicken and making pot roasts and stuff like that. When that smell is in the house. See, if I live by myself, I could do it. But when you living in a house and everybody don't want to eat fish 5 days a week, and it's only 3 of us eating, so we don't want to waste nothing. They make a roast and stuff, and my sisters, they ain't gonna eat leftovers more than 2 days of the same thing. So, and we don't have no what do you call that thing? Vacuum sealer. I know I want to get one though. I've been pricing them on Amazon. We're gonna get a vacuum sealer so we can start freezing stuff up, and it don't get freezer burnt, because you put stuff in the freezer, and when it get freezer burnt, then you don't even want to eat it. So you just end up throwing away money and food. Yep. Uh-oh. Well, we won't be seeing Angelia, because her dad is out in the woods. He a hunter, and so is she. So, it's a good day to go hunting. And he works at the university down there in North Carolina, so he's out the same time as the kids, so he enjoying himself. Yep. And I'm gonna have to Doc T for being late today, because that's unacceptable. Yep. No, it's all gravy. That's my girl. And when only staying on here an hour today, ain't no over talking going past, because I will be relaxing today. I'm going to put my feet up, drink me a nice cup of coffee, make me a turkey sandwich with turkey dressing, Miracle Whip, cranberry sauce, lettuce and tomato, salt and pepper, and I'm gonna sit down and have me a nice sandwich about that thick, because it's the holiday. And then I'll do that after I walk though, because I won't walk if I eat all that stuff this morning. I'll be like, well, it's the holiday, so I'm gonna wait until after I get my walk on, do my 2 miles, and then I'll come home and eat. My metabolism will be raised, so it'll help burn it. Yep, and then I got a few things I'm gonna do today. I'm doing a painting for T that she ordered for somebody, so I'll be working on that painting today. And my next door neighbor, I promised him a painting, and his mother-in-law stays with him. Real nice lady. And I went to take him his painting yesterday. Since he had a house full of people, I was like, oh, it'll be a good idea to take the painting over here so I can show some of my art and sell it, right? Man, I get over there and I took two paintings that I was gonna let him choose from. You know, whichever one you want, you can have. Now he's been in my house several times, and I didn't even know he had took pictures of my paintings. He had came in one day last week because um, he got the hookup on meat. So we always go to his butcher and get stuff and shrimp and stuff, and he give us good prices on stuff. So when I get over there, I show his mother-in-law the paintings. I was like, yeah, I was like, I'm letting Sam pick one of those. She's like, oh, both of those are beautiful, but where's that gold painting with that black tree on it? I'm like, what she know about the black painting with the tree on? Because she ain't never been in here and seen that painting. So she said, yeah, Sam showed me a picture of it. I was like, oh, so he been in here taking pictures and showing them to his mother-in-law. So when I went over there with the painting, she was like, well, can't we have that tree? And Lord, I couldn't tell her no. So I came back to the house. I put the other two paintings back on the wall, and I got the copper and gold tree, and I gave it to her, and she was real excited. But she pulled a slick one on Sam too, because he thought he was gonna hang that tree in his den where him and his boys be sitting. And she took that painting right in her bedroom. I just laughed at his ass. I was like, that's what you get for being slick.
But she was slick anyway, because most of the time they use their old woman stuff on you. Baby, I thought can't I have that?
She showed. I wasn't gonna tell her no, because her and Roz and Reed. Every time I blow that shofar outside, my neighbor's wife and mother come out and they go to praying. So I couldn't tell her no. Yep. So it was good. Hey, what's up, Yvette?
Good morning, everybody. Yvette and Alicia. Hey, Jonathan. Good morning. Hey, Jonathan, I didn't get the address so I can send that stuff to you. Send it to me on my messenger. Or Jonathan, even better yet, you can send it to me on in my element club at gmail.com. So you can also use the I don't know, wait, let me see. Use the email to send me your address so I can send that bracelet out to your wife. Beautiful. And I ain't heard nothing from what's her name. She wasn't worried about no bracelet. She was trying to get her money off. Didn't worry about no bracelet.
Yesterday was Thanksgiving tea, folk party.
I know. That's why I heard nothing from her. She wasn't thinking about no bracelet. She tried to get her money on, get off phone.
She'll catch you before she leave.
Hey, Alma, good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to another segment of In My Element with Neela. And who else? Turk Ray. So check it out. I got to tell y'all, thanks for joining us today. I had a wonderful Thanksgiving yesterday. Y'all ain't gonna believe this. Now, y'all know I had to work. Turk, I had to work. And you know how me and you sometimes be talking. And then the phone ring, I'll be like, thank you for calling G4S. My name is Neela. How can I help you? My little old spiel. And let me tell you, yesterday, that phone bit. I have 4 phone calls.
Won't he do it? Won't he do it?
Listen. Me and Andre sat at the table like human beings and we ate a meal sitting down. I was sitting at the edge of the table in case I had to run back to the room for the call. Because after 4 rings, it hang up and it puts you in this other status like you're away. And they see that on the other end and you're not supposed to let it do that. So I sat there and he said, well, no, baby, let me move, because he moved his plate to the other seat and I moved mine over to the seat he was in, because that's the straight shot back to the room, kitchen over there. And baby, listen, The phone didn't ring. We sat there. Hey, I had my computer on. You know how the screen goes to go to sleep. The screen goes to sleep. I had my screen to go to sleep after an hour. It had been over an hour. He and I was sitting there talking and enjoying the full meal.
And getting paid.
Right. And
won't he do it?
All that won't he do it? Hallelujah. So check the move out, y'all. Man, God is good. I'm telling you, yes, he will do it. So I enjoyed my meal. Then I'm sitting here working. I'm on a meeting call. I hear something say, I'm like, oh. I told the customer, I
hold on a minute.
I gotta put you on a quick hold. I clicked that hold, that mute, so they can't hear it. When because they can, all our calls are recorded, all of them, because I have to listen to my own calls on Sunday evening. Okay, so I just want all of recorded. So I get up and I run to the door. Andre in the next room, he looking at the game. I said, "Did you hear that?" He said, "Yeah, I thought I heard something." I said, "Hold on." I ran to the front door. I opened. To my surprise, my daughter and her friend. Won't he do it?
Won't he do it?
So I told him, go in there and say hi to Turk, because they all been talking about you and they all been asking about you and they all ask, how's she doing? And nah. So go in there and say hi to Turk. Turk. I said, yeah, Turk from Pluck. She said, oh, okay. So I said, and his sister and all them in there. Okay. So she went in there and said hi. And she, all quiet. Hey, I'm like, oh Lord, because I was on a call. So then I was fixing their plate while I was on this call, because it was taking time for me to get approval to escalate the call, because after I had took them through all the troubleshooting, not to take them through, it's out of my hand. I don't make the machine. Hell, I just help you to fix it. I don't make it. Time me go send you to the maker, okay? And so I was waiting on them to escalate me. It was taking them forever. So I got up and went in there and started fixing their plate. That was killing time. I made their plate. They ate good. She's asking, can you make a plate for his sister? Because his sister was out in the car. And I'm like, why you didn't just bring her in now? But he said, but she got a boyfriend with her. And I said, well, you could have brought him in too. And she looked at him. Lacey looked at her friend. And he's like, no. I'm like, well, if he say no, don't bring no others in, okay? You get right there, they ain't go, because I don't know who they is. But if her brother say no, that means she don't need to be in here. So obviously there's something going on with that. So I was like, okay. But if he said no, because her boyfriend was with her,
he don't care for the boyfriend.
I don't know. I ain't asked
Something
no
with
questions.
that.
I ain't asked no questions. I just carried on.
I didn't even know she was with her, that she had a boyfriend with her, or whatever the old boy is to her, because Ree is kind of on the prophetic side. And so she said, well, tell your friends, and she ain't see nobody. She said, yeah, tell your friends you got some crazy relatives here in the ATL. She say, but all I got to do is make a phone call in the shop, and any problem you have, we could take care of it.
That's what Reed told her yesterday.
Yep. Yeah.
I didn't hear it because I was on the call. I was on the service call. I didn't hear it.
And I told her, I was like, if you get tired of Chicago, our door is wide open. And I say, plus, your mama don't eat meat no more. I was like, we got ham and turkey. And I was like, we like Arby's down here. We have the meats. She was cracking up. Yeah, we had a good time talking to her though.
She don't eat ham, believe it or not. She don't like ham. I tried to give her ham before. She don't like it as lunch meat when she was a kid. She didn't like it as lunch meat, nothing. And so I gave her a little old plain turkey. That's what she liked. But I gave her a little turkey. She had a little turkey, macaroni and cheese. Of course, that's her favorite dish.
Yes, Lord.
But she don't like dressing. She's never liked dressing. I used to make her eat a little dressing when she was little. I made her eat a little bit. I said, no, you're going to eat a little dressing. Because you're not.
Why? Man, I don't never force a kid to eat nothing.
Not force them,
but
I
don't like it. You know, I don't eat because I
on
used to hate that when I
eat
was
it
little. I hated lima beans, and my mama
she'll sit
wouldn't
there
let me get up.
He's all day long, and then I better be blocked. Yeah, hell, and I'll be the one in the bathroom with her.
Hell, the dressing ain't gonna help that none though. Hell, the dressing to block that shit up
I
too.
want to have a little something on her stomach to fill up because that's all
greens.
You know how them kids. Oh, now I ain't had no problem with greens with her. She had greens, she had asparagus. She used to eat asparagus.
So she eat them veggies.
Oh yeah, I ain't never had no problem with her eating no vegetables. That's one thing I ain't never had no problem with. She eat them little trees on her plate because she call them little trees.
Broccoli.
No, asparagus.
Oh, they look like trees too.
Right. That's what I say. She used to call them good little trees. So Marjorie on her way back to her doctor's appointment this morning, y'all. I done had to fire her. No, just kidding. She ain't been clean.
She's on workman's comp right now.
Wait, she gonna love that one. She gonna love that one.
You better say she love a good pot of greens.
Yes, baby. Yes. So here's the thing. I'm out of cabbage. Remember, Turk, I told you I had to slice the damn the Don cabbage was this big. That big. The Don cabbage. I had to slice through. Now I showed y'all yesterday that ice cutting knife. Now I just want to let y'all know that knife cuts ice. It also will cut other metal. It also cut human bone.
She like asparagus, Lee. You don't like trees. I like all kind of trees, the kind that grow outside that produce oxygen, all different types. I like the kind that grow outside that produce smoke.
Cannabinoids.
Good trees.
You can't say cannabis. You got to make it very important, very proper. Cannabinoids. I like trees that produce cannabinoids.
No.
Look,
they make it sound medically correct.
So I just wanted to tell y'all. So greens are look, I'm out of turkey. I got enough turkey in there for one plate. All I had was turkey wingette, drumettes, and I had like 5 pack. I had 5 packages of that. I hooked up Andre's plate so thick yesterday. He tried to eat it all too.
I was talking to Andre yesterday, and he was sitting there. He was like, "Man, look at my stomach." And he was sitting there. He probably had about this much room to breathe.
I'm telling y'all, we got full. I told him, I am not going to eat that much. I have got to work. I will be sitting here listening to the customer. Next thing you know, I'll be sleeping. And you know, I already know me. I'll sit there and listen to the customer and go straight to sleep. Messing with that customer on the phone and being full. I'd be like, trying to keep my eyes. I don't know what I'm trying to do. I don't know why I put all these old ass glasses back on my face with these old prescriptions when I need to be putting my contacts on. I will eat cabbage every day. I like cabbage too, Alicia. But me and cabbage,
gas you up. Cabbage will gas you up.
Man, I said here.
That's why I like my cabbage fried. Put a little oil in your frying pan. And when I do coleslaw, I don't even buy head tea. I buy coleslaw mix.
Yeah, I buy coleslaw mix too. I don't buy head anymore because
and then dump it in there.
Yeah, because you know what?
Slice me some onion. And all I put in it, I put my onion in first, and I kind of caramelize it. Then I put my cabbage in there because I still like my cabbage to have that crunch.
Yeah.
I don't like it when it's all mushy, and as soon as you bite it, it just
in your mouth. I don't either.
I got to have a little. It's got to have some consistency to it.
Yeah, because I like the bottoms of the cabbage when you smell the cabbage and stuff. I like the bottoms more because it's crunchier. That's the crunchy part of the cabbage. So I was able to shave off as much of that cabbage or that head I could. The rest I couldn't cut through it all. I said I should go out there and get my saw in the garage. I should have went and got my saw to see if I could have sawed the cabbage, because that cabbage was hard as all get out. And so remember I told you, I said the sweet potatoes were bad. I didn't mess them up. They were just big sweet potatoes. And when I cooked them down, I mean, how long do you supposed to boil sweet potatoes? 4 hours? 4 hours is a long damn time to be boiling some sweet potato for it to get soft. And it still ain't soft. I politely grabbed them sweet potatoes up out there hot water, hands and all.
It don't take me no hour to cook no sweet potatoes the way I cook them, because I don't add no water to my sweet potatoes or nothing. The way I cut them, after I peel it, I slice it like you gonna cut it for French fries, but I don't make the little skinny strips. I just leave the little flat piece. It'd be about, as wide as the potato, but I only make it about this thick. And I put them in the pot, and I put my brown sugar, cinnamon, nutmeg, vanilla, butter, and I put a top on it, and I put the fire on high. I learned how to do that from Irma.
Oh no, you talking about candy yams?
Yeah.
I didn't do candy yams.
You did sweet potato.
I did sweet potato custard.
Oh, okay. So you gotta boil that.
But then you have to blend them, because when you blend them, it pulls all the strings and everything out too. On the blender, it'll pull the strings if it's
Roz got one of them. What's the name of them expensive ass mixers?
The ones that
flip up, got the steel bowl, and you can knead dough and all kind of.
Oh, don't worry, I'm gonna get one.
KitchenAid.
I know. They got them on sale right now. I was looking in the paper. I'm gonna get one. I'm gonna get one. My little blender hand. And
she got the thing. Something go in the front of it. It grind meat and all kind of stuff. Make pasta.
Yeah, you stick a thing on it. It pushes the meat.
Got attachments for it. Yeah.
Oh, she got a hookup. Oh, she got the real expensive one. She got the one that cost about $500-$600. I already know. I know, because I was looking at that in the store, and I said, "Well,
she be making them cookies." Asia got one, and Bianca.
Yeah, I got it. I'm gonna have to get that then. Look,
Asia be selling edibles in Vegas.
Oh, okay. And
cakes and cookies and stuff like that.
And Yvette say, "No string." You are right. Yeah, no, I don't like stringy potatoes. And so when you blend them, it pulls the strings out of the potatoes. Really good. I like that.
Yep. And if you eating yams, it don't have no string.
Yeah.
Just sweet potatoes, because sweet potatoes are cultivars. They man-made. And they got a lot of string. And you notice if you get a mango and it got a lot of string in it like that, it's grown in America. It's either grown in Florida or Texas or in California. But if you get them, and if it's from Mexico or South America, they don't have the string. They're not as big.
Nope.
Because the ones you can get here, they be like great big old mango, and then got all that string. Every time when you peel and you bite in it, you get all that stuff in your teeth. Yeah.
Everywhere. And so,
but if you get those ones that are from Mexico, they're smaller. But when you put them jokers in a brown paper bag and put them in your refrigerator for a couple of days and pull it out, juice be everywhere.
You know what? I put my stuff in a brown paper bag and just leave it on the table in the sunlight for a day, maybe two. Then it gets soft, and then I put it in the refrigerator. But you're right about the mangoes, though. I'm gonna check that out. She says next time. Rosalind, hold on, boo, hold on.
I love squash.
She said, and fix them like candy yams. She said next time try butternut squash. Hold on, Rosalind.
I have before.
Remember, I was telling you, what was it? Been about a month ago. I was telling you about the butternut squash pie I made. Rosalind, I make a butternut squash pie, baby. Will make you take that sweet potato pie back to Big Mama.
Roxbury say the mangoes go by the variety.
Yep. It was by the He's a good idea, Rosie.
Yep. I love butternut squash. I could just bake, I just put mine in the oven and bake it and put me some butter and some cinnamon on it. I don't need nothing else.
Me neither. I don't either. I love butternut squash like that.
That was delicious.
But try it like Rosin saying in a candied squash, candied butternut squash, and see, you're going to love it.
And I love zucchini, yellow squash.
I like
when I make
acorn squash. I like acorn
vegetarian pizza or vegetarian lasagna and stuff, I always put squash in it. Squash, broccoli, onions, tomatoes, mushrooms. What else?
Hey,
That's
Roxbury.
about it. But it'd be good. You don't even know that you don't have no meat.
Variety. She said with mangoes, it goes by the variety. Roxbury. Yes, indeed. She said, "Oh, I don't do sweet potatoes. I don't do the pies. I make bean pies. I love bean pies, Roslyn. Oh my God!
I'm gonna get me a recipe for a bean pie and play with it,
baby.
I wonder if they got the Muslims recipe on online.
Somebody stole it. You know, somebody stole it and sold it to the man. You know, somebody stole it. You know, somebody stole it and sold it to me. Oh wait, let me see something.
Yvette say, love me some good old Southern cooking, but you got to know how to cook for sure. And check this out, Yvette. The people down here, I came down here expecting to be like, ooh, you know, they can cook. Shh, I make an ass out of half the folk down here. These niggas can't cook. I mean, these black people can't cook.
Listen, I got to be honest.
Some of them can, but some of them can't.
Y'all want to know something?
In the
I don't
restaurants,
know is wasting his time. Why he ain't went down there and got a nice little old corner spot or inside spot and rent it and then start making dishes. I don't know why he ain't did it, y'all. They should have been opened a restaurant. His family would be filthy rich by now. The way, listen, Turk and them cook they off, and they got all kind of booty on their back, but they off. Okay, I'm saying, and they all his sisters, him, his mama, his daddy, all of them cook. And I mean,
look, T, my mama, she can cook, but she don't like to cook. And her favorite dishes, or her best dishes, I should say, is beef chop suey. And it's a dish that they used to make when she was in Virginia. I don't know if anybody's ever heard of it. It's called yak. And it's chicken and spaghetti noodles, and it's a Chinese dish. And it's like a soup. It's called yak. It's okay. I really don't care for it too much because I don't care for chicken and spaghetti. It's like chicken and noodles, Chinese style. And I'm like, Mom, I'm good on that. When I was little, she used to make me eat it. And my uncle, he loved it. When he was sick, he used to make me cook it for him all the time. Make me some yak. And then tomorrow I'm going to have some short ribs. He would be setting up his menu. I want you to braise me some short ribs and gravy and some mashed potatoes and you know how you be frying that cornbread. I was like, hot water cornbread. Yeah, make me some of that. As long as I could get him to eat, I would give him that vape pen because, you know, with that cancer, he ain't had taken that medicine. It was called Zytiga. It was $10,000 for a 30-day supply, and it's a pill.
That's ridiculous.
That's ridiculous.
America.
And the pill companies are raping the government for money.
Raping them.
And the government right in there with them because they getting the kickback. Well, now that you done made that money.
Bend over, Rover. I'm coming in. Move over. You might have a bend over and don't cough.
With no grease and a sandpaper prophylactic.
Just go ahead and take it like a real person. Take it like a real professional.
That's ridiculous. Because what synthetic product can you make that's worth $10,000 for a pill? What are you making it from? If it's synthetic, you know it don't cost shit to make.
You know who else is bilking us? The foreign doctors in this country. They're raping Medicaid.
They don't care nothing about the people. They didn't. Well, a lot of these. Jonathan say y'all bad.
Hey, what is that? You know what I'm saying? They bilking us, baby. Bilking us. They not only raping, they raping everything. The foreign doctors that come over here and open these accounts, and American
and I was going to say it. They all. It's about business. It's about business. They made medical and medicine here a business. When you go over to China, they ain't got a bunch of sick folk over there like that. They smoke more cigarettes than any other people in the world, yet their cancer rate is lower than ours. But it's what the government allows us to put in our bodies is what make us so sick. And they see sickness as money here because they'll give you just enough medication to keep you alive year after year after year, so that they can get paid. JB say Big Pharma has taken over the medication industry without a doubt.
And let me tell you, Big Pharma, JB, Big Pharma, let me tell you something, y'all. Big Pharma, it's just like the KKK. It's just like all these white racist people got their hand and they're implanted in all the sources and the industries that matter for other people of color and things of that nature, where it's a lot of blocks for us and people, other people of so-called minority status. Just like Big Pharma, just like these rednecks got their hands in a lot of stuff. Big Pharma got their hand in a lot of stuff where people can't bend, they can't move.
Who you think own Big Pharma, T?
They've been the big.
And they neck ain't got to be red. They can live up north. It's just that they in power, they got the money, and they keeping it close. And so they wanna use people like cattle.
And I don't. Hey, okay, Alicia.
She going to the spot to set up for the bar.
Her money, baby. I know that's right, sister girl.
Shit, Lee sold women. Lee sold more of my paintings damn near than me. I ain't lying.
It's so more your paintings damn near than you.
But she know how to get it out there, and I'm getting my stuff set up now. She teaching me how to hashtag paintings and all this type of stuff that draws attention to your stuff.
Yeah, awesome.
Yeah.
Hey, stick with Lee. Lee got you, honey.
Man, I ain't going nowhere.
Look, hey, stick with Lee. Hey, let me tell you. When y'all, and I almost forgot we was on the show.
So you thought it was just me and you. You was finna say something you ain't had no business. I know.
I was like, oh, wait a minute.
Why Andre ain't on the show today?
He's at work.
Oh, I didn't know he left. I thought he stayed with you.
He left after dinner, after the
game. Yeah.
Yep. Right when I logged off, he was walking out the door.
I was like, damn. I was like, we can have Andre on this morning. He can be kicking it.
Yeah. No,
he had to work. Damn. He bad as you. Y'all some hard working folk.
Ain't hard. No, it ain't that we hard working like that. It's just that we ain't got no damn choice. We got mortgages.
Say that house note to make you get it in.
And then God knows too. I still got a condo shit. Look, but I was finna say this until I realized we was on. Hey y'all,
we'll talk about that later.
I love y'all. Like she say, like they stated, follow the golden rules. The one with the gold rules
makes the rules. That's it.
Right. The one with the gold makes the rules. Okay. But I gotta say this. What they keep texting me? Hey. Okay. So I was gonna say about I don't care about who, what, when, where, why. Alicia, my girl, you know how you can look at a person and you can say, and sometimes we as human beings can't see it for ourselves, that there is a person that really is there for us. And that, we always, as human beings, we are always looking for something better. Can I say that? It's not so much
that's
better.
That's how we're taught.
It's not so much that it's better, but it's it's better looking, or it sounds better, or it's something, it's always something eye candy that we always look for. Candy in the eye candy, beholder, the eye of the beholder, and so when we look at people, and how you can all like your mom used to say, that person ain't no good for you, you better get away, and you be like, come on, I know, oh, here we go. But you still want to hang with them, and then you find out the cold hard truth that your mom was right. That person ain't no good.
Yep.
When I felt Alicia's aura and how she spoke about you, that right there, let me say, I said, that sister is for my friend. And I don't know if he know it, but I'm gonna let him know that sister is for you. And Alicia, ain't that she ain't eye candy? Because if you look at Alicia, y'all, she a sexy sister. Okay. She got them eyes that go automatic, no makeup. Her eyes automatically had that little sexy slant. And I mean, she's a pretty woman. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, and her voice is soothing, sultry, sexy, and she's so damn artistic and so talented and so loving. And because of that nature, and I know how Turk is raised in his family, and I know how tight they are, I saw that was a good connection. You know what I'm saying? It's like it was like a slotted fit. And I was like, man.
When Lee first saw me, she told we met through Roz and Ree's friend in Virginia, and she like family. And she be on here. She's the young lady that we had on the show, Danielle, is her mother. Her name is Jan.
Okay.
And Jan is a jarhead too. She a Marine.
Awesome.
Yep. And
awesome.
She me and her was talking on the phone one day, and she was like, Turk, she was like, you dating somebody right now? I was like, no, I'm working on me right now. And I was like, I'm fooling around a little bit, but I ain't really seeing nobody serious. So she was like, I want you to meet somebody. Lee looked at me and she was like, girl, nope. That ain't him. Don't look. Don't be sending me no slick ass niggas. She was like, nope, that ain't. And Jan told her, well, did you even talk to him? She was like, nope. She was like, I ain't even trying to go there.
I ain't been teasing, man. I ain't been teasing, man.
And then we start talking, and then, when you start revealing your heart and people know who you are, then stuff start to change. But I'm going to tell you, Lee mama is the one that love me. Lee love me, but her mama, shoot, I can't do no wrong.
That was like my mom.
Wait a minute, Lee's daughter got mad at me because she the police, right? And I'm like, I can't go to jail for this joint, so I'm going outside and smoking. I don't give a damn if you are the police. So I went out on the front porch and I lit up my little joint. And the police, Lee's daughter is married. So her wife came out there and was sitting on the porch with me and her smoking. And I had that good from Las Vegas. And she and her wife got a little tipsy. And so she got mad at me. You come over here and you at my grandmother's house smoking weed all on the front porch. She let me have it. I was like, and she ain't but 4'11", soaking wet. She probably wear a .05. The pistol she carry way more than she do. But she a spitfire, so she was like, y'all just sitting out here smoking weed in front of everybody. I was like, I'm 60 years old. They don't know what the hell I'm smoking. Cause I don't smoke weed like this. My joints is this long and this fat. I smoke like this. So unless you got a telescope or some binoculars and all up in my grill, you don't know what the hell I'm smoking.
Right.
And then it could be a roller. But she sure let me have it.
And she said she sure let you have it. And then you let her know. Hold on, excuse me, little girl. I have earned my rights.
Wait a minute, I told her, I was like, mother, no, I get high. I was like, I don't have to hide. I'm 61 years old.
Told my own mama no.
I was like, and I know what I'm doing. I ain't ruthless, shrewd, or none of that. I was like, and I ain't being disrespectful.
Nope, you sure ain't.
I was like, mother, no, I smoke weed. I was like, I'm trying to get mother to do some marijuana products so she can get up off them pain pills.
Right. So you trying to get mother?
Yeah.
All right. Or say trying to get mother on the so she off the pain pills. All that stuff, the lining of her stomach up. And
for
everything.
real.
Yeah, I already know. That's why I haven't taken.
It ain't legal yet. How could you smoke that and you know I'm the police? Because this little bit of weed you can't lock me up for, and you don't know what the rest of it is, so ain't nothing you could do.
Did you tell her ass like that, Turk?
No, you know I ain't do that, T. I ain't want to go down there and be ignorant. You know, I know. I kept it cordial.
I know. So,
yeah.
She'll get over it once the swelling go down.
No, she'll get over when her ass retire, talking about she want me to grow on her property after she retire, cause so she can smoke too. She just jealous. Cause she want to smoke, but she the po-po, so she can't. So I say, don't worry. Look, I told her, don't worry. I was like, when you retire, I'll hook you up.
She like, I want to smoke some too. I don't like him.
Yep, and why one of Ree's friends and Ra's friends from the church came over here, and she works for FEMA too, and her brother and his wife and daughter came over, and her sister-in-law is a biologist. And so I was showing her some of my work from the botanical garden, and she teaches biology. And she said that she was doing classes with her kids down at the botanical garden. So we was talking, and we know some of the same people and stuff. And she was like, yeah, and you know, my parents, they own some property in Brunswick, and we have a greenhouse down there that's just totally empty, and I don't know what to grow in the greenhouse. I said, I do. I was like, we just don't want to go to jail. I was like, soon as they make it legal, we'll fill that greenhouse. She's like, oh, that'll be wonderful. That would be great. I was like, yeah, we can get paid.
Yep.
So,
yep.
And they're doing legislature to make it legal here and in North Carolina. All the rest, you got South Carolina's legal, Florida is legal. All of the places that draws a lot of
tourists.
Tourism is legal already in the South. Yep. So you just got them hard-nosed Bible thumpers down here in Georgia and in North Carolina that think if they legalize weed, it's going to be like a heroin epidemic. And that's not what marijuana is.
No, it's not. No, it's not.
So,
and you know,
that's a gateway drug. If you smoke weed, you're going to do crack. If you do crack, you're going to do heroin. No, the gateway is your own mind. You put shit in your body because that's what you want to do. It ain't got nothing to do with no other drug influencing you.
And ask me how I know.
Because you're a drug counselor.
Exactly. I have my CADC, baby, certified alcohol drug counselor certification. So, and I have a degree with mental health as my focus. So, y'all already know, we know most people who have degrees in psychology or mental health are the crazy people themselves. And we want to find out why we so crazy so that we can help other crazy people like ourselves. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So I just want y'all to know, don't even think you getting nothing past me. Okay? I am not as innocent as I look. Okay? I have been there.
I was gonna say, get her some CBD. They already got some CBD. She needs some THC.
They already got CBD.
CBD is good when it's refined and it does work. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
But that's good for like pain management, like when you're making a salve and stuff, like the products that Dave P makes.
Exactly.
Those are good products. But I mean, like when it comes to your mental and the things that you need from THC, you can't get from hemp from a CBD plant, because genetics is so well known now in the plant life. They know how to produce plants that produce predominantly CBD, period, and very little, maybe 5 or 6% THC. So that's almost undetectable if you're trying to get a cerebral reaction from a CBD product. It's not going to happen. So if you're having headaches and you're having seizures and stuff like that, you need a certain amount of THC. So it need to be at least 10 or 12 to curtail seizures and like Tourette's and stuff like that. Because believe me, weed has a lot of good properties, but the pill companies are trying to block the marijuana products from going out. Shaq does them commercials for Icy Hot, but Shaq owns a lot of marijuana grows. Him and his wife own grows for medical marijuana and CBD, and they have a extraction company. So
let me ask you
that you wanted to sue Shaq.
Oh, I gotta say this real quick. Frugal, thank you for sending
Hey, Frugal Mama.
the video for you and your wife. Beautiful. And you know what? She looked familiar. I said, she kind of looked like the sister girl that was on the show. And I know it ain't, because she married to the other sister girl that was on the show. And I was like, but I just thought sitting there unboxing your box, your wedding box, I thought that was so cute. Oh my God. And you all look great together. Y'all look like
I had to go on there and look.
They look like they can be related.
I ain't been on no pages or nothing in the past. After we get off from the show, I've been so busy cleaning up and stuff around here.
Well, I was cleaning and cooking all and working all at the same time. So now, today, I am working because I have to get all of this paperwork done. She said, no, Neela, do it when you're logged on and nah. But no, I'm not, because you only want to give me a half an hour to do it when I'm logged on. No. I like to read contracts, baby. I like to read the fine print. My name has been taken down the mud a couple of times from not reading the fine print and me signing my shit out like that. No.
Yeah. You had to be careful.
Turd. Now you know what? You ain't got to tell me to be careful with putting my name on some stuff, right?
Mm-hmm.
Look, you ain't got to tell me that one. I done been there, done that. I ain't trying to go back. Look, you will not make a story out of me while I'm behind bars.
I know that's right.
Try to get me like that. Oh yeah. Oh no, she's a felon. Let's get her. See, just because you had a little blemish in your history in the past and you do something not really cognizant of what's really going on, you're really not fully aware of what's going on. Well, you're aware, but you don't understand. Basically, see, they'll use all of that and say, no, you gotta do it. Oh, she has a background, and let's give her 30 years for signing the damn contract. Hey, can happen.
Yep.
You ain't finna see me for no 30 years on the inside. Oh no, boo. I done been there. I ain't finna go back. Not like that. If I go back, it's gonna be because I'm gonna put my hands on somebody that need to be had my hands put on them. You know what I'm saying? Or I'm a wow, yeah, hell why, hey, and that's gonna be in self-defense. Yeah, in defense or in protecting somebody. So I'm hoping I ain't got to go there. But I will go there if I have to. I just want y'all to know I will recall my history back up if I have to. I will recall the past if I have to. So, so just know that I can go zap on them in a minute. Remember now, I got a degree, and then my focus is in mental health. So I will zap out on you in a heartbeat.
Saying then claim I was temporarily insane, Your Honor.
They're gonna have me tested. Rosalind say THC lowers one blood pressure.
Yeah, it has a lot of good effects.
Yeah. So and the thing is, y'all, let me tell you something. I heated up some alkaline water in a pot. It got nice and hot. I put it in a cup. I put a bud, I put a nice knotted bud in the cup. Well, I got a tea dispenser,
You steeped it.
I steeped it. Yep. I got one of them steeping little things too. Excuse me. I put it in the little steeper thing and then put that in the hot water and just let it sit there until the water started getting cool a little bit, almost cool. But the temperature started lowering. And then I poured it out and you could smell it in the water. And I didn't think it was going to be strong enough, y'all.
Shit.
I drank that cup of tea, y'all. I was flatlined.
Because it's when you burn something, a lot of the THC that's in it doesn't always come out. You lose it in the smoke because it's burnt.
Yeah.
But when you make a tea or you extract it, that's how I make butter tea. Let me tell you how I do butter. I take all of my stems from the plant and I cut them up as small as possible. You put them on a cookie sheet, you put them in the oven, and you heat it up for about 25 minutes, a half an hour on 175. Take those stems out, dump them into a large pot of water that's boiling.
Already
dump
boiled.
your butter in the pot with the stems and everything and let it boil for 8 hours and just keep adding water. When the water and do it slow. You don't want to wrap it, boy. You just want it slow, like you cooking a pot of beans.
So the butter melts down and all the oil is in the water.
No, all of the oil goes into the fat of the butter.
No, but wait, you said you boil the water and you put the stems in there.
Yeah, you put the stems in the butter in the water too. Everything is all in there at one time, and this is in there cooking very slowly.
The water, though, right? Doesn't the butter melt? Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Okay. And so how do you?
Well, the butter don't melt in the water.
But how do you extract the butter back out?
You strain it.
Okay.
And the water is going to contain the butter because it's so hot. When you strain all of your material out of it and you pouring it into a bowl, then you let it cool and you put it in the refrigerator. When the butter hardens, you put a hole in the butter because the butter is going to float on top of the water because oil and water separates when it's cold. So all of the THC that's in the water and the butter will be retained in the oil of the butter because the THC is an oil too. So it's going to join the oil of the butter. That's why you can do that, or you can do cold pressed coconut oil and put it in there and do the same thing. When you strain that and you put it into a bowl, you pour that into a bowl and let it cool, put it in a refrigerator. When it cools off, you put it in there overnight. So when you take that butter and poke a hole in it, pour all of that water out because the water is going to be up under the butter still, and up under the butter, but it won't have nothing in it. You'll notice that water will be almost clear, except for like maybe a little brown, not a little tan or a little brown from the material your raw materials that you put in it. But it won't be in the butter because it's going to separate. And you pour that water off, and then you just take the butter out of the pan and put it in whatever you want to put it in. And I got a jar of it in the refrigerator that I done had in there since last year because we had so much butter.
Wow.
And you could put like a half a teaspoon of butter on a cracker and eat it, and you be straight. It's
You say you still got some butter in the freezer?
No, the butter is in the refrigerator right now. It ain't frozen. It's just in a mason jar in the back of the refrigerator.
Oh, wow. So Jonathan says, is cannabis legal in Georgia and Illinois? It is in Illinois, Jonathan.
In Illinois. Cannabis is decriminalized here in Georgia, but it's not legal to sell. You can buy CBD, the oil and all of that stuff, the gummies, everything. But marijuana has been decriminalized. You can have up to 28 grams on your person. But anything over that will be considered trafficking.
What, in Georgia?
So you can ride around with an ounce of weed and smoke, but you better not be driving because it's just like drinking and driving. If you're impaired, they will write you a ticket just like you drinking and driving.
Well, they said they were going to do that here, but let me tell you, it pisses me off to the utmost festivity. Like I was going somewhere and I was showered down, I was dressed, smelling good, and I'm driving. And anybody that's smoking in their car, that stuff, it leaves out of your car through your venting system, and it comes into the car behind you, not the one in front of you, the one behind you. And mind you, the police never do anything when they behind people that's smoking weed. They don't do nothing here with them. I don't know why.
Because see, if they ain't got but a joint, you wasting your time, and the cops don't want to do all that damn paperwork for no joint. And because you can't do nothing but write them a ticket.
That's it.
So it's a waste of their time.
Because we have medicinal. Medicinal was the first thing in Illinois that was approved. Then
recreational
was approved. So both of them are approved here in Chicago. So
believe me, JB, I'm keeping a close eye on it because soon as they say, okay, it's a go, ding, 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 I'm going to be balling out of control after the first year because I'm going to grow about 80 and 90 pounds. And that's going to be in my personal grow in the backyard.
And I got to ask this though, like for everybody here to know, even when they open the floodgates open for you guys, there is a way to go about growing medicinally as well as recreationally, and you have to follow those guidelines. Though, are you aware of that? Isn't it? Don't they stipulate?
Ain't no difference in grow? It's what it is. The guidelines you're gonna have to follow is the chemical guidelines from, if the Environmental Protection Agency, because if you're using harmful chemicals in the growing of your marijuana, how you dispose of the chemicals is under the eye of the Environmental Protection Agency. So you got to be inspected. But I'm going to be growing natural. Mm-hmm. I ain't buying no chemicals to put in the plants. All of my stuff is going to be totally natural. If I buy any product, I'll buy it from this place in Canada, and it's just fish emulsion from salmon.
But you have to have a specific, they have to test.
You have to keep a record like Dave showed you, and you open that book and it got all of that stuff. If you want to be approved by the USDA, you have to have that book. And see, that's why I want to work with Dave, because he's already under the cloak. So all I had to do was go to North Carolina and grow wherever, even if it's not on his property, wherever I grow it, and then you take whatever you're going to use for extraction or to sell, and you have to take samples of that and you send it off to the company. They run a test on it to see what's all, if you got PBCs in it, if you got any type of chemical in there that's harmful, if it's been sprayed with paraquat or some type of chemical for bugs, and it's over the amount allotted for human consumption, then you can't use it.
Yes.
So everything has to be tested. There's guidelines now. Don't think they ain't regulating it.
And you have
but
to
if you're natural, you ain't got to worry about that.
And you have to have it in batch. You have to have batch codes and everything. You can only grow like each batch. You just can't go out there and throw seeds in the dirt and just start growing. You have to record. You have to have batches. You have to have samples of the seed that you use to grow. You have to keep 2 or 3 of those seeds as a sample in case they need to be tested later.
You ain't got to keep the seed because they don't give a damn about the seed. It's the product. Once you come up with them products that you're gonna sell, that's what they gonna test.
Oh, but no,
because see, you don't have to test the seeds.
You have to keep a sample of the seed here. You have to keep a sample of the seed that you're growing.
Where you get your seeds from. If you buy your seeds from a professional that's selling seeds, you don't have to test it because they regulate that. The person that's selling you the seeds. Now, if you got some seeds because you done bought some weed and you found 1 or 2 seeds in there, you just can't plant that if you planning on selling. You just can't save seeds and then go plant them. You don't even know if they're gonna grow anyway. The seeds that I get, I purchase them seeds and they like $12 a piece.
And is that company legal?
And that company is legal.
Okay.
You can go online and buy them and they'll send them to your house.
Like Jonathan say, I think only medicinal is legal in Maryland. Virginia was toying around with legalizing cannabis for recreational use, but they have a Republican governor now. So that might not.
And then until they can figure out how to get the max amount of money for themselves,
exactly,
they're not going to allow it, and that's what they're doing here. Well, who's going to get the money? How we going to decide who get licensed and who don't? But
that's how they work.
They're trying to keep it like they do all business. They want to keep it predominantly white when it comes to a lot of money,
right?
Because it's how they keep in power. They don't want no folks running around here making a lot of money off of that stuff. Especially,
Daryl did right by going to the north side. Yeah, I already know. He did right by going to the north side because the south
side
is flooded with these little smoke stores.
And he don't want to be around a bunch of ghetto folk anyway. He's close to Evanston. That boy get up there getting paid. You hear me?
I already know he is. Yeah.
Yep. And he's not even selling regular marijuana yet. He's waiting for his license to come back. He's making his money off of vape pens and CBD oil and pipes and papers and screens for bowls, paraphernalia.
Right. So I want to know this. How have you heard about this? Hey, Daybreak, good morning. I already know you was on a live Daybreak when we was going live, so don't even try it. I was watching.
That's because she was on there with you.
I was watching you. I was watching you from here. Okay, I was watching you. But I want to know this. Like Rosalind saying, Illinois, they stipulate how much you can grow personally. They do. But that's anywhere.
And it's according to where you're at and what your licensing is. Because bigger companies have bigger license, but you got to pay for it.
Yeah, no, so I think she's talking about personal,
personal. Yeah. Now, I think that's what I'm saying. The personal, I think you can only grow like 8 plants or something like that. 6 plants. Yeah, because my cousin was talking about that.
Yeah. But I'm gonna say this though, like when you're growing, I was finna say, what was that I was finna say? With medicinal plants and all that, when you're growing, and you still have to keep a notation of what it is you're growing, no matter what. It has to be in batch form, because if ever they come out to your spot to test
Just like Dave said, you have to, whatever you're gonna sell, that's what you make your batch from. You can grow shit all day long. As if you don't give it to nobody in its personal use, you ain't gotta have it tested.
Right.
But when you growing to sell to somebody else,
for other people's consumption,
then it's regulated.
Yeah, it's regulated, heavily regulated. Yep. So, but I'm telling you, Big Pharma is they fight.
They in trouble. Is people is tired of it. People tired of it. People tired of taking medicine that just putting a Band-Aid on a razor cut. You know, they're tired of taking medicine that just keeps you alive and not healing. Right. When they could be healing people, but they don't want to heal nobody. They want to keep you sick so they can get paid.
Yeah, that's what the game is all about. But the stupid part about it is keeping you sick to the point of death. That's the dumbest. They keep you sick to the point of damn death, and then they go the money right there. They go another money. So as you die off, they ain't making a damn dime anyway. They need to be trying to get into the marijuana thing.
So they can constantly make money.
They constantly make money.
And heal people. Yep.
But also heal people. See, the kill is they want to keep making money, but they don't want to heal no damn body. But they don't. They don't think. Oh, how stupid can you be? I already know who's behind that. It ain't nobody look like us because we don't think like that. I already know. How stupid can you be to think that? Oh, if I heal them, then I ain't gonna make no more money. And you got a product that's
your product is the one that's killing the people. Well, 9 times out of 10. Look, my uncle, he told me, and he was like, he had a do not resuscitate order, and he say, I'm not taking no kind of chemo. He say because every person he's known that had cancer, as soon as they start taking the chemo, they gone. When the doctor tell you, oh, well, if you don't take this chemo, ain't nothing we gonna be able to do for you. You'll be dead in 6 months. My uncle lived 12 years, and after he was diagnosed with testicular cancer that metastasized to his spinal column. He lived 12 years after that. He died at 84 years old.
Otherwise,
and he never took none of that chemo stuff that they wanted him to come in the hospital every month and hook him up to an IV. He was like, nope. So that's what he took this chemo pill, Zytiga. He was taking that. But when my cousin lives in Florida and he sells marijuana, I'll be supplying his ass too, Charlotte. But he has a connect in California, and he had his buddy to send him some tincture. And tincture is medical marijuana that you dry and cure, and then you put it in a blender and pulverize it, and you put it in a freezer with alcohol. And every day you go in there and you shake it up, and then you put it back and you leave it in there. And you do that for 30 days, and it extracts everything from it. Then you put it in cheesecloth and you strain it, and it tastes like dirt and it's black. But when I tell you, it shrunk the size of my uncle's tumor on his spinal column, so small that the doctors had asked him, "What are you taking?"
I wouldn't have told him.
And he say, I ain't taking nothing. He say, well, since you ain't gonna tell me, he say, I know you taking something. He say, because your PSAs, that's your cancer level. PSA is a level of how strong your cancer is. He was like, your PSAs have drastically been reduced. He say, and the size of your tumor has shrunk. At first, it was the size of like a lead ball. It has shrunk to the size of a golf ball. He say, whatever you doing, don't stop taking it. So I'm pretty sure that when they text this blood and stuff, they was getting the reading for that marijuana straight through the roof, because we had him smoking the vape pen for his appetite and taking the tincture. he started feeling so good, he stopped taking the tension. I was like, why would you stop? If it's helping you, don't stop. Well, I don't think I need it no more. My PSAs is under 96. And my PSA's been up to like 400, 500. Wow. And that's real high.
Right.
So, and he's back. He want to go out and drive in the Tesla. Let's go over to the Aqua Bar. He want to go over to the beach and swing and drink at the bar and all that. I was like, man, you ain't cured. You got to keep on doing this. You can be cured, but you got to keep doing it.
He got a Tesla.
But he didn't like the fact that after he did that a teaspoon of tincture, he would be asleep for a couple of hours. And he was military, and he's used to being regimented, up at 5 a.m. You know, you got to fold his drawers a certain way. You got to fold his socks a certain way. It got to be in the drawer just right. You know.
That sounds like my daddy. Oh my God.
But he lasted 12 years. So, you know, I thought that was good when they only gave him 2 years to live, and he lived 10 more. Yep.
That was amazing. That was totally amazing. Wow. Well, I'm going to be getting off here. I got a 10 o'clock appointment with somebody. Talking about some more stuff. Growth.
That's right.
Growth.
Call me later.
I will. And everybody, you know what? It's you know, I'm going to say this. And when it comes to being that this is Freestyle Friday, however you flip and flop. But you know, there's a lot of demonization of the marijuana, and it has been going on for years. But let me tell you what has really grown and gone and has taken people totally to the left field is alcohol. One of the most legal.
Go ahead on, Bonnie.
On this planet is alcohol. And alcohol destroys 13 parts of the body. Eyes, your throat, your esophagus, your heart, your lungs, your stomach. Oh, let's keep going. Your liver, your skin,
your prostate,
your nervous system, prostate,
your testes, if you're a man.
And that's 10 right there. We got 3 more. Oh, it just I told you the skin. Oh, your blood. I did your blood. And there's 2 more. God damn. Oh, your brain. I forgot about the brain. Yeah, the brain.
And your nervous system.
And I said the nervous system.
Oh, okay.
And it's 1 more. The nervous, what's the other system? The parasympathetic system. The
lymphatic system too.
Yeah, lymphatic system, yes. So
pancreas, because anything that cleans your body.
Pancreas, yes.
Yep.
That's what it was. Pancreas. I left that out. It was the pancreas. That's the 13. So, you know, I have studied this, everybody, and
go on, get that phlegm up. You know, when I was at that church in Florida and we was casting out demons and stuff like that, when we used to have buckets in the church, because a lot of times we pray for people and they throw stuff up. Sure did.
Yep, threw it right up. Hey, Bonnie, that's a beautiful thing. God bless your heart.
Yep.
And CBS.
That's what I told her. Go ahead on, baby. He see you.
Right. God got you. And so when you think about alcohol and how it destroys all those parts of the body, what parts are left? Not much. Okay.
Not a damn thing.
Okay. Because
once you did the brain and the nervous system and the liver, you about shot.
And the heart. Because alcohol, let me tell you, when you have heart disease, congestive heart failure and all that, do not drink, y'all. Leave that shit in the bottle. Let me tell you, alcohol will decrease the pumping of your heart vessels significantly. And if you already got congestive heart failure, you ain't getting a good pump anyway.
So it's not pulling all them fluids off of your body, so you drown in your own liquids. That's how my father died.
Yep.
Congestive heart failure.
And that's why my brother had water all on his legs, because it's not put. And so, don't drink alcohol. That's one of the worst things. If anything, go ahead on and soak you some bud and some water, hot water. Have it steamingly boiled.
Steep it. Get you one of them little metal tea balls, the little metal balls you put the tea in, and steep you some mustard in there.
And drink it. I'm telling you. Steep it and drink it. And you don't need no alcohol.
If you in Chicago, just go on to the dispensary and get you some oil, and you can drop you some oil in your tea.
Yep.
It'll make it taste a little earthy, but it's got a lot of medicinal purposes.
It's got a lot of medicinal purposes. Hold on, y'all. This is my sister-in-law from Virginia.
I'm finna go.
Hello. Good. How are you?
Cause here come my nephew and them. It's time for me to go. They finna have some fun. And I'm going.
All the time.
Okay, T, I'm back. Lord, I can't hear nothing.
I was on the call with my sister-in-law. She's sending stuff to us. Hey, Jonathan. Hey, Daybreak. We still here, Biz Network. What's happening, girl? Listen, she finna send something from Virginia here to me. She sent a whole box full of ties. And it was like over 60 ties. Mm-hmm.
So what you want me to start wearing a button down on the show for December and a tie?
Look. No, actually, I gave all the ties away. This was like in 2019. I gave them all away to the guys I worked with and all, so that they could have a lot more professional look. Because, working with people who were returning to society from incarceration and helping them to get work.
Presentation is, it's just like you can have the best tasting food in the world, but if you just throw it on a plate, folks look at it and be like,
yeah.
I don't want none of that.
Right. And I said, she said that
Biz Network.
That was the whole story, man. You ain't lying, Biz. You got him already picked. Look, and so she sent all that stuff, and she'll send stuff because she don't want to get rid of it because they pay so much money for the stuff that they had. I got shoes from her from Paris that literally came from Paris, and I got some Joan and oh baby bye. She sent me some brand new shoes, all of them Paris Coach. I got brand new. I'm like, yeah, you send them shoes. Look, especially look, I got a big old foot. Don't send me no 9 and cut no size 9, because I ain't finna make my little feet. I ain't finna make my feet squeeze into no 9. So you got So I got big old foot on the bottom of these ankles, baby, and all the better to stand with, and all the better to have to kick somebody in the ass with if I had to. Hey, y'all. I don't know why. I just keep telling you, I have always been that fighter type, bro. I will throw up. I will go in the ring in a heartbeat, baby. But I have to say though, she's always sending stuff, and so a lot of times, like she sent suits. She's tall, so her stuff is for tall women, and so she sent suits. And me being part of the scholarship foundation that I was under with Illinois Education Foundation is now 1 million degrees. I took all those suits. They were already clean. They had the cleaner tags in them and everything. I took all them suits to the office and gave them to them and hung them up on the rack and say, hey, for tall women that need suits, interview suits, here you go.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it was about 20 of them suits. I had about 40 ties, 40 to 50 ties I gave away. Them ties came in handy. You should have seen them guys. I was like, no, just take 3. Just take 3. No, we're taking no 10 and 20. Just take 3.
Yeah.
3 of your best, whichever 3 you want, take 3.
Mm-hmm.
And then one of them, he tickled me because he came back to work that following week with a shirt on and he had the tie on. We sent him out on the interview ASAP.
I know that's right.
He was really trying to make changes in his life. And then what happens? A month and a half later, they had a shooting on the west side and he was one of the ones. He was running and the guys got caught up to him and shot him straight point blank range. And I was so hurt because he was so happy.
He was getting away from all that mess.
He was so happy. And it hurts my heart today to talk about it because of the excitement in him to know that he had a place he could go that was going to help him try to get a job.
Black men don't want to be criminals.
No, they don't.
They would be just as happy if they had a job paying them $45,000. As long as you can pay your rent or house note, take care of your kids, and have some medical and buy you a decent car. They ain't trying to do no criminal stuff. But when you're piled up on top of one poverty on top of poverty on top of poverty, people it's gonna breed criminality.
And it hurt me so bad. I was like, I ain't gonna go to his funeral because I didn't want to see him in no coffin. And because he was a young guy, he was only in his 20s. And he was so happy to get his life together.
Yep, that's why I'm glad that they pushed that bill through for the infrastructure work. We need the infrastructure work done. You know that because we've been seeing several bridges collapse with people under and on top of these bridges, go in the water and all kind of stuff. Well, hundreds of people been killed. I wonder if anybody remember when them bridges collapsed in California.
Yeah, I remember.
All them people got killed.
Yeah. Yeah.
This stuff is old. It needs to be replaced.
You know what? That was from an earthquake, though.
That was from an earthquake. Mm-hmm. Yep. But if it wouldn't have been 40 years old, it probably wouldn't have failed. That stuff over 100 years old.
I know. And
you can't build something in the 20s and expect that stuff to last forever. You have to replace that stuff. It has to be structurally sound, especially in places where you have earthquakes and a lot of flood damage and stuff like that.
Yeah. You have to replace it because that water is eating into all that concrete and everything.
The sun breaks stuff down faster than anything.
Yeah.
Concrete breaks down in the sun.
Yes, it does. And if y'all don't believe him, Google it. And let me tell you something. I will approve it, what he's saying, because I have had training from material sciences at Northwestern University. So I understand the material sciences, the structure and the breakdown. Also, plastic melts through this heat and it deteriorates. So
leave your lawnmower outside in Florida for a year. You won't have it but 2. That sun will eat it up. Them little plastic wheels, it'll be brittle as hell.
Yep, brittle as if it's dry rotting.
You'll hit a bump, and the next thing you know, the wheel is off.
Yep. And Biz Network say true. That these old buildings should go under some inspection after so much time. Yeah.
That you see that building in Florida, and it's a lot of them.
So they evacuated another building here, right? Because of the fact that they saw that they saw that it was going to be the same.
Yeah, it's going to be structural issues,
and these
structural issues need to be addressed.
Thank God they got them out in time. I'm grateful they got them out in time because don't nobody want to hear all of that demise.
Yeah,
I don't like hearing demise on
It's enough
nobody.
folk dying. It's enough folk dying from COVID and all kind of other mess.
Right.
And
We don't
see,
need to be
since
hearing that.
COVID, you don't hear nothing about people dying in car accidents, heart
Nope.
attacks, cancer, all that stuff still going on.
All is still going on, but you don't hear about it like you hear about that COVID because they just making a big
Yep.
issue
And
about
T,
that.
I love you, but I got
I
to
love
go.
you too. But I gotta go. I gotta get prepared for this meeting at 10 o'clock. Everybody, it's been a blast. God bless y'all. Remember this: reach back and give back. Somebody out there needs your smile. Somebody also needs to hear some kind words from you. Somebody might need a prayer, a bag of a sandwich, a candy bar, a bag of chips, a bottle of water, something, maybe a few dollars. If it's in your spirit, if it's on your heart to give it, let it go. Open up and let it go. Don't worry about what they're doing with it. That is not your business, beeswax. Okay. So let it go. And just know that, you know, people out there are suffering harder than you are. And you might say, well, I'm suffering too. I ain't got nothing to give nobody. You're going to keep suffering if you had that headache, if you had that mindset, especially if you got a roof over your head, you got flowing water that you can drink, and you got clothes you can put on your body that's clean, and you can wash your butt and all that. Yeah, this other side that's suffering that ain't got none of that. So I'm going to ask y'all with the hearts of today to go forth and allow the spirit to impress on you to do something for somebody else, and without question, you know. And also remember this: God loves you, he loves me, he loves Randall, he loves people that don't look like us, white, he loves people that look like this, he like people like that. He like people from all walks of life because he's the creator.
Humanity.
He's the creator.
It's his humanity.
It's his thing. And everything must take place in order to fulfill prophecy anyway. So just go forth, live a good life, do the good thing, and don't worry about all the rest of that that's going on that you have no control over at all. Keep your rhythm inside your lane. Stay in your lane, everybody, on your square. Now, I ain't saying not to help people in need if you see them. I got to come off my square to go help him. Please help people in need, or make a phone call if you have to. But just remember, live your life for you and not to hurt any others along the way. And remember this: love, peace, soul, and hair grease. And if your scalp is itching, do like I did this morning. Wash your hair, okay? And put some.
And it's Black Friday. I know folks is going shopping because y'all want to save that money and all that. Put your packages in the trunk. Ladies, don't leave your purse on the seat. Niggas, people are busting windows and snatching and grabbing. Put your purse on the floor.
Underneath your damn
under
leg.
The seat. Yeah. Or you can put it, if you can put it up under the seat, put it up under the seat.
Bust my window.
Don't leave nothing of you. Put your phone in your holder or something like that. Anything of value, don't leave it sitting on the seat next to you. Because you'll pull up to a light there, take a hammer, bust your window, snatch your stuff, and be gone.
If you in them type of areas.
So just be safe. Everybody just be safe.
Yes, be safe. And ladies, also, let me let you know something. If anything, if you're ever in a metropolitan area where they having crime and carjackings and all that stuff, just know this: that damn car is not worth your life.
Yeah, give them to them. You got insurance. Look, you got insurance. Give it to them and get you a new one.
Look, I ain't got full coverage though, but guess what? Don't worry about it. You ain't got full coverage for your life either. Let them have that damn car.
Yeah.
Now, me, don't try to do a me. I'm gonna drive down the street, that nigga hanging up halfway up out my window, and I'm gonna take him to the nearest police station. I'm gonna roll my window up when he try to come into my car. I'm gonna roll my window up as much as I can and squeeze his ass between the window and the door, and I'm gonna drive
off.
Okay,
drag him down the street.
And I might
like
go on the sidewalk,
drag him down the street, not the street, down the street.
Off. You know, don't see that. I'm a fool like that. But ladies, don't try that at home, okay?
Oh, and when you're driving, don't pull so close behind the person in front of you. Leave yourself some room to maneuver.
So you can maneuver around the car. Never get that close up into a car like you sniffing the fumes coming out, like you trying to sniff the fumes from out of the car. Yeah, I got a hole in my nose, but it closed up. Like you trying to sniff the fumes out their car.
You let your hole close on your nose, T?
You know that hole when I had in my earring?
Yeah, why you let it close?
because I couldn't wear it with work, and so I couldn't keep it in. And so I just, they didn't want face jewelry at the time. So I just let it go because they was paying me good, so I had to let it go. But anyway, but remember, leave space. Turk just told y'all real. Leave some space between you and the car in front of you because you don't know if you might have to maneuver and get around a fool. Because that's how I drive. I'm in the city. So you already know I am not going to allow myself to get locked up, pent up with them. Because see, I will drag a Negro down the street to the police station and
I'm gone. I ain't finna keep talking.
And take him
to you will be here another half an hour.
No, we ain't. Hey, everybody, I love y'all. I'll see y'all Monday morning, bright and early, 8 a.m.
Bright and early.
Time on what? In My Element with Neela. Be there, be square, and Randall Ray's going to be there also.
And do like JB say, just be a good person.
You know what? And that's what I wanted to put up. She wellness say, make today great, y'all.
Make today great.
And Jonathan said, just be a good person. That's
it.
all you can do is do you.
Yep.
I'll see y'all then. Bye-bye.
Peace.
Have a great weekend, y'all. And stop eating all that damn turkey. It got a lot of acid in it. It gives you inflammation.